stop scrawling if she feels unheard. She doesn't always slam the door. She doesn't always cry or scream. She doesn't always pack her bags. Sometimes she simply stops explaining it because she stopped caring, but because she got tired of repeating the same pain to a man who heard her words, but never listened to their meaning. If she feels unheard, she will not destroy the relationship. She will just start protecting her peace instead of nurturing the connection, and that is how love ends, not with a breakup, but with silence. When a woman stops talking, people think women break relationships with tears, but the real ending begins when she stops fighting. A woman argues only when she believes in the relationship. She explains because she hopes. She repeats because she still sees a future. But when she becomes quiet, that is not emotional weakness, that is emotional exhaustion. She stops saying this hurt my need more of 40, don't feel valued, feel alone, because the feelings are gone, but because her voice has made no difference. Silence is not peace. Silence is surrender. What silence really means, men often misunderstand this part. They think, finally, no more arguing, things are calm. No, but what they call calm, she calls giving up. She didn't run out of love, she ran out of words. That matter. Silence doesn't mean she is fine. Excellence means she do not believe change will happen. Do not feel safe expressing myself anymore. Me feelings are no longer respected. Here a woman stops talking when her heart has been trained to expect disappointment instead of understanding. Shift from connection to self-protection. Here is the part nobody talks about. She will not yell. She will not beg. She will not fight. She will detax the liquid which way. Announcement. A woman does not break in a single moment. She breaks in repetition. 5th time you ignored her feelings. 10th time you minimized her sadness. The 100th time you said you are overreacting. She doesn't leave to find someone else. She leaves to find herself again. The version of her that smiled without forcing it, that laughed without asking for permission, that felt loved without begging to be heard. We men miss the signs. Men often think silence means stability. They do not hear the emotional exit alarms. Because Esh still cooks, she still shows up, she still smiles politely, but her heart has clocked out. Women do not leave loudly, they leave emotionally, long before they ever leave physically. By the time she walks out the door, she has already been gone for months. If this is hitting home, pause and comment. I did not shut down because I stopped loving. I shut down because I stopped feeling heard. If you have ever felt this shift, your story matters. Your voice matters. Here how women try before they give up, before silence ever arrives. There are attempts. She communicates. She reassures. She tries to be patient. She explains her needs repeatedly. She tries to soften her tone. She tries to not be too much. She tries to forgive, forget, adapt, shrink herself. She becomes the version of her she does not even recognize. And then one day she realizes love shouldn't require erasing yourself. A woman stops fighting when the fight costs her self-worth. What she wanted was simplesh, never wanted perfection. She wanted a fortprintic without defense, love without silence. Didn't want a man who never made mistakes. She wanted a man who noticed and fixed them. She didn't need a hero. She needed someone who cared enough to stay emotionally present. She didn't need mind reading. She needed tell me how you feel. I want to understand you. And men realize it too. Lateef tragedy. Men usually feel the impact after she shuts down, when she stops texting first, stops worrying, stops waiting for his effort, stops crying over the same disappointments. He says, you have changed. Nash didn't change. She outgrew begging to be heard. What repair looks like. If you want to save it before silence becomes permanent, listen without defending, not to reply, but to understand. Validate her reality even if it doesn't match yours. 3. Replace pride with presence. Connection worth more than being right. 4. Make effort visible and consistent, not grand gestures, but daily care. 5. Say the words you have avoided. I hear you. I understand you. I don't want you to feel alone in this. Because when a woman feels heard, she softens, she opens, she trusts, she loves deep. Life she feels unheard, she will not start a war. She will build a wall. A silent one, not to shut you out, but to Protect the parts of her that begged for softness and received dismissal of does not die when she leaves. Love dies when her voice stops. Muttering. If she ever stops fighting, it doesn't mean she stopped caring, it means she started caring about herself. If you made it this far, tell me in the commensalence is not peace, it is protection. Your words might help someone who is losing themselves trying to be heard. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want more truths about love, effort, and emotional safety, because the deepest heartbreak isn't separation, it is staying together while emotionally unseen.